Hi you guys. My name is Milcar Ahilon-Mendoza. It's pronounced Milcar, like how you would say the A in America, but instead of, like Amilcar, it's Amilcar I loan. So like if you say I loan to the bank. I'm really happy with this video format because it helps me explain how to pronounce my name because a lot of people mispronounce it all the time. I am currently a health science major. I'm a senior in health science here at Georgia Highlands. I should be graduating if everything goes according to plan by the December 2024 with my bachelor's in health science. And I was previously in the associate's program for biology. Tell us a little about your occupation or your desired occupation. So my current occupation is I'm a substitute healthcare teacher at Rome's High School. I teach the intro to healthcare class. I don't really teach. Usually just sit there as a substitute because I don't really have any power. But I do have a background in science, obviously, because I have an associate's in biology. And I'm currently enrolled in a CMA class, also located at the Georgia Highlands campus in Cartersville. My other occupation is I'm a virtual medical scribe, specifically bilingual for Spanish speaking patients, which basically means I assist patients through the transition for those Latinos who cannot speak English and they need somebody to tell them what their diagnosis is, what their prognosis is, their plan of treatment. And that's currently what my two jobs are right now because I'm in between those as part timers. And what color do you associate with the ethics in healthcare class? Well, the ethics in healthcare class is kind of funny to me because I was going to be basic and say blue, but honestly, the color I associate this class with would be purple because ethics in general is a morality question and it really makes you ponder the idea of like, yeah, the hospital is open to serve anybody and everyone, but when you really think about it, it gets a little iffy to as a like person who provides medical care and a health professional. You have to be able to help people who may not A, respect you, B, may be bigoted and or prejudiced towards your skin color, your sexuality, your nationality, your religious affiliation. So it can get a little gray. What do you think is the most important virtue in healthcare and why? Honestly, it would be empathy. Humanity really does strongly prefer empathetic humans to be able to control and navigate in areas such as mental health, physical health, social health, and being empathetic, being patient, honestly, and being compassionate and gentle would be like 100% characteristics for people who do want to become medical providers, either in a professional setting, an educator, and or just someone in general who is fascinated by medicine. Because yes, you can be the smartest person in the room. Yes, you could excel academically in medical school and or in any other type of medical training program such as nursing school, going to graduate school to become a nurse practitioner, or like me, I want to go to Georgia State University and get enrolled in their coordinated program master's degree in nutrition because I want to sit for the board of registered dietitians to become a registered dietitian slash nutritionist here in the state of Georgia. However, I genuinely see myself as a healthcare provider who obviously comes from a Latino perspective, who also comes from a rural perspective, and who comes from a family who did not have general access to healthcare because of the policies that they already currently have in Georgia, and because of the very anti-Latino kind of rhetoric found within a lot of healthcare professionals who, if they don't have a translator on site, they'll just tell you to wait, and then you wait 6 hours, and they're wasting your valuable time, and they're not able to give you the best quality care because of that language barrier. So obviously, empathy for me, compassion and gentleness is extremely important. And genuinely, this class I would say is a fascinating purple because of the, let's just say blue and green. Green is like the knowledgeable side of medicine, and then blue is the emotional side of medicine. It all blends together and makes a purple. Now, my notebook actually has a picture of Miranda Bailey from the show Grey's Anatomy. Now, I only picked this one because specifically there's a scene in Grey's Anatomy where she has to help a EMR person who was in a horrible car accident, and he's a older white man, but he is associated with the as a neo-Nazi here in the United States. She obviously had to assist the patient, which had to be this neo-Nazi, and he was extremely advocating for the white power movement. And as an African American woman, she was assigned to the task. She At first, the initial understanding was that he was sexist and didn't want a female provider, but then when a black provider came, he didn't want him either. So then they realized that they wanted someone who was, well, they both thought that they wanted somebody who was not black, but then turns out they also didn't want anybody else who was not any other minority. They didn't want Christina Yang, who was playing what was her name? It was Christina Yang. She played um, an Asian doctor. They didn't want her either. And then they got Murray, his last name was Murray or Murphy. He was Irish descendant, but he didn't want him either. So the morality of treating that patient, you're just like, dang, if he doesn't want anybody on the hospital staff because they have to do it. But Miranda Bailey was being very confident. She was being very reassuring to the patient and was saying, if you don't get the surgery, you're going to die. So the morality of that, like obviously treating a neo-Nazi is something that if encountered to me personally, I'm happy to take this course, literally called Ethics in Healthcare, to be able to assist the situation and be like, well, I can't get emotional because there are some bigots still out here who are going to need your help, either professionally or in the medical institution. So, yeah, that's for me is one of the most important things. Sorry, I'm rambling, but no, that is one of the most important things I want to get out of this class is to discuss the gray area in between other ethics and healthcare. So thanks. Bye bye. Oh, Amilcar. It's from Amilcar.